I ate a for calling my sister-in-law a disgusting witch. Not the a-hole. My brother recommended me this sub. I 22F have been with my husband Dominic 24M for 6 years and married for 8 months. Some background info. He has an older sister Juliana 26F who is very opinionated. For example, she considers me fatty patty. Her words, I'm 5'7" and 130 pounds. She happily told me that when I was dress shopping. When my sister confronted her, Juliana said it was just an opinion and to not take it personally. She also thinks my cat is ugly and so on. Juliana is marrying her boyfriend of 3 years, Jerry, 42M. Jerry has 3 kids from his first marriage, 15F, 10M, and 5F. For some other context, Jerry is Caucasian and his ex-wife is Filipino. We are also Caucasian. Juliana came to my house uninvited the other day ago with her parents to discuss wedding plans. As she was going along, she casually says, I don't know how to tell Jerry I don't want his daughters in my wedding. I ask what she means. She then tells me, usually mixed kids are beautiful but his youngest daughter is ugly. The oldest is too fat for the type of bridesmaid dress I want. His son is at least cute enough to have in the wedding. When I tell you I was shocked, I was shocked. I honestly seen red and said, they are kids for F-word, Sakis. His kids clearly adore you and that's what you say about them. You are a disgusting B-word. Everyone was dead silent. Juliana then bursted into tears calling me a heartless fat B-word. Their parents followed her and left. Dominic asked what was wrong with me and how dare I disrespect his sister. I asked him if he heard what she said about the kids. Dominic just shrugged it off and said, well, it's not like she directly said it to the kids. He has been giving me the silent treatment and says we'll talk when I apologize. I left to my brother's house. Bro agreed with me but his friend said Dominic had a point. My cell says I'm not wrong but I shouldn't have stooped to Juliana's level. I ate a for saying my half-sister can't work for my family business. My mom passed when I was 4. I have 2 older brothers who were 6 and 7 when she passed. Our dad remarried just after my 9th birthday and had 2 children with his second wife. My brothers and I are 28, 30 and 31 now. And my half-sister recently turned 15. My brothers and I work with our mom's parents. She set up the restaurant with them before she had us, and our grandparents have told us we'll be the owners eventually. As it is, we make decisions like owners. My half-sister is obsessed with being a chef. She watches all the cooking shows and wants to be famous. Recently, she has started asking if she can work at the restaurant and start to get to know the family business. She said she'd love to take over as head chef one day and her mom could be head waitress. My brothers told her she was getting way too carried away. But she got all excited. She ended up talking to our dad about working for us. He said he was okay with it as long as we're not. What it comes down to is this is a business our mom started with her parents for us to take over someday. For our family. And none of us believe she would want our dad's second wife or our half-siblings who are nothing to her working there and taking such a huge place in it. We know our grandparents aren't comfortable with it either. I'm the most gentle out of us 3, so I told her that she couldn't work for us. I encouraged her to find somewhere else to work instead. She asked me why and I told her it was a decision made by those of us who ran the business. She asked me how it could be a family business if we don't allow family to work there. Then said how her mom should have been asked a long time ago. I told her that wouldn't make sense since her mom isn't related to my grandparents, the owners, and that ultimately it's my mom's legacy for her children and how we're trying to honor that. She said it was dumb and fuck how my mom would feel when she can't even speak about it. My dad and his wife are so pissed we turned her down. They said she is our family and that should be what matters. It also brought some bitterness up about Dad's wife not being offered a place at the restaurant years ago. Seems there's some weirdness because Dad had worked alongside Mom and my grandparents for a while when they were first married. ETA. A lot of it revolves around money and legalities. When my dad got remarried, his wife approached my grandparents and told them she wanted to adopt me and my brothers, and how she and my dad wanted her to be the one to take control of any money that was meant to go to us, including savings my mom left my grandparents in control of. She told them she was going to be our mom now and she would be taking over finance for the family, that she needed to know everything we had and wanted access to it. When my brothers and I said no to being adopted, she and Dad approached my grandparents about having a conversation with us, and brought up the fact they had done any of the other stuff asked. She told them she was not comfortable with our photo being in the restaurant and said they needed to take it down. It was a photo of us with our mom and grandparents because they were the parents now. The tone was set from there, and I suspect they must have asked to work in the business with the clear resentment they have that they weren't employed there a long time ago. Can't confirm it, but it was clearly expected my grandparents would ask Dad and his wife to work there.